As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Double Live Free Sports Picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us, Alex Smarts, Shane.
Let's just go with the over here.
All right, I mean Alex here with the over 6 here with Hurricanes and Blue Jackets. This one to have a start time here, top of the hour. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we have, action on the board with those two NBA games. Still about a dozen or so games from the Major League Baseball. Also, ice on the ice, we have, an 8-game card from NHL. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I skipped on the NHL for premium selections tonight. It's just too many wild cards in play here, as the playoffs get ready to begin. So we'll just skip to the playoffs. And historically, I've done really well with the NHL playoffs. So consider joining me for a long-term package. Also, I've got NBA action tonight. I've really been rocking with my NBA totals. And even, during college basketball season, I converted at a huge rate, made a lot of money for my clients over an extended period of time. So let's see if we can do it again with the NBA. I've got a total on board tonight from the Eastern Conference, Lakers and Pelicans, and currently on a 33-16, 67% NBA totals run. And let's hope we can just keep on rocking and rolling with that right to the end of the playoffs. And my Major League best bet of the day had a 4-game winning streak end yesterday. Phillies just barely got by with a 2-1 win, extra innings. They did what I thought defensively, but just couldn't get runs on the board, and we lost on the run line. So that's the bottom line. We lost money. But we'll be back, and we'll be making some money tonight. Major League Baseball, best bet. We've got the Guardians at Red Sox.
All right, guys, you got both document over at Pick Document. Enjoying a great 2024, 3,708 units of profit. All document over at Pick Document. You can verify those numbers. Just go to Alex's handicapper page. Go to Pick History. Every Pick document is there. And, of course, remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. I'm going to try out for that 7-day pass. Why not? The 7-day pass covers the entire NBA play-in round as well as the game 1 here of the NBA playoffs Saturday, Sunday. Also spill into Monday with those games as well with that 7-day pass. All the MLB as well. So no better time now to get on board the long-term pass, that 7-day pass. Promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, Alex, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you here on Thursday as we'll kind of figure out some futures here from NBA, NHL, and maybe even some baseball.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good for sure. See you, Tony. Have a good week. Take care.
You as well. All right, Alex Smart here on the drive. We'll continue here on the show, and I want to, again, time for our chat pick of the day. Shout out to the chat. They did it again. You had the right team here with the Blue Jays getting the job done. So that's 6 straight wins from the chat pick again. Yeah, we're gonna come back at this game again. No coverage on the show today from Yankees and Blue Jays, so we'll ask the chat to do it. Let's go 7-0 with the chat. Yankees and Blue Jays. Yankees plus 105 is A. Blue Jays B at minus 115. Over 8.5 is C. Under 8.5 is D. Our chat pick of the day, red hot, 6 straight. They went 5-0 last week. Hit the winner yesterday, so we're looking for the 7th straight chat pick of the day winner. So get those picks coming in here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Up next, Damian Sosh will catch him over at Pick Dogs. We'll bring Damian in right now with baseball coverage here from Damian. I think, I went too far here. Let's see if we can find Damian. Oh, here he is right here. Damian Sosh. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, how's it going, Tony?
It's going awesome. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball tonight is the Royals, the surprising Royals. Take a look at that line. Who would have thought that? Here it gets on the road here, no doubt, against the White Sox. Royals, boy, they're getting the royal treatment now from the odds makers. $1.92 here at total sits at 8.
Yeah, you mentioned, Kansas City off to a real good start here, 11-6. Not the same can be said, of course, for the White Sox, just 2-14 on the year. Now, these teams met yesterday in Chicago. Nick Nastrini made his major league debut for the White Sox, and he pitched rather well. The White Sox did come up short, though, 2-0. Now, today, the White Sox have another guy making the major league debut for him, and that's Jonathan Cannon. He's the number 11 overall prospect here for the White Sox. And while he doesn't have overpowering stuff, he does have very good command of his pitches. at the AAA level. He made just just 2 starts, but he pitched very well in both of them, and he has an ERA of just 2.79 in those 2 starts there at the AAA level. The problem, though, for Cannon, he's not going to get much run support. I mentioned that the White Sox were shut out yesterday. That makes the 6th time in 16 games already this year that the White Sox have been shut out. As a matter of fact, they scored just 34 runs all year, and it's not going to be easy going up against Brady Singer of Kansas City. Singer coming in 2-0. He's allowed just 2 earned runs all season and 18 and a third innings pitched. The White Sox, they're going to have their troubles again at the plate in this one. With yesterday's win, we mentioned how good Kansas City's record is. I think the benefit to some of that might be they get to play these White Sox. This is they've already played them 5 times. They're 5-0 against them. Now, with the exception of one game, Kansas City kind of blitzed them 10-1. All the other games in this series, in the 5 games, have been rather close and low scoring. And, we're well aware the White Sox struggles at the plate. And while Kansas City averages over 5 runs per game on the year, on the road they're averaging just 3.71 runs per game. So they were held to just 2 runs yesterday by Nastrini making his major league debut. I think they're going to have trouble as well at the plate, and I think we're going to see another low-scoring game. And I'm going to be in on the under on the White Sox and the Royals in this one, Tony.
All right, Damian Sosh here, under total here, under 9 here with this White Sox and Royals game. We'll just add something note here with the weather-wise. It's going to be a cloudy day. We could see some raindrops during White Sox. That will help the under. Also will help the under is the fact, I'm looking at this right, 18 mile per hour wind blowing in.
That always helps.
Yeah.
I mean, the White Sox don't have much power to begin with, so they might be getting it out of the infield today.
Yeah, we got a chat contributor from Doubles there from Chicago. So it's a rainy Chicago day today, so it's going to be one of those brutal days. And we've already seen it in the number, right? You said 9 here. We've already seen the number come down here. We're seeing 8s now at the sharpest book in the world. Let's see what other books are showing here as we're getting close to game time, and we've seen this number crank down. Yep. We have seen a 1 run. We've seen a move down to 8. So, great Damian on the 8 now because that line is moved based on the weather forecast. The weather's getting nasty out there, so you can understand why the move from 9 to 8 here is. We've seen the wind blowing in, rainy right now. Weather, it's always bad there. So, Damian here will be White Sox Royals under total of 8 here. This one tonight, 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Damian, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, playing around from the NBA as well. We got about a dozen from Major League Baseball still set to go, as well as 8 on the board from the NHL. Of course, Damian enjoying a really great year in the NHL. 552 units of profit, all documented over at Pick.com. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I have 4 total plays today. Taking a break from the NHL, just going to be a fan tonight and watch some great games. But I do have one NBA play on one of these games here, one of these playoff games in the NBA. And then I've got my Major League Baseball. I got a triple play over there. And all 3 of my Major League Baseball plays are for sale individually as well. Off to a little bit of a slow start here in Major League Baseball, but we had an excellent season last year. We've had 2 profitable days in a row here on the bases, and we're going to look to keep that going. So, now's the time, guys, heating up a little bit, pick up that 3-7 30-day pass, or as always, my favorite deal is the 2-for-1 capper deal. So head on over there and pick yourself up a long-term plan, guys.
That's right, guys. Got on board here with Damian Sosh over at Pick.com. We see the great results here from Damian. 552 units of profit, all documented over at Pick.com. So no better time here to get on board. Of course, the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15%. Long-term pass, the way to go with all these sports overlapping. Postseason play here from NBA, NHL. Of course, NHL playoffs beginning here on Saturday. So get on board with Damian and use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. All right, Damian, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Thanks, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive to. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Let's take a look at the chat pick of the day. The chat's red hot, 6-0 with that winner yesterday, and we're asking you guys about the today's game. We're going back to the Yankees Blue Jays, not covered on the show today. If you like the Yankees plus 105, it's letter A. Blue Jays minus 115, letter B. Over 8.5 is C. Under 8.5 is D. Get those picks coming in right now, and right now it's been all Yankees here, 4-0. And we do have a pick coming in here on an over and an under here. So get those plays coming in. We just got some Blue Jays in right now. And it's we'll track this throughout the show, and we'll give you the results at the end of the show. It's our chat pick of the day. Raven C coming in with the over the total 8.5. So again, the chat on a 6-game win streak, 6-0 here for the chat after going 5-0 last week and 1-0 here, a winner yesterday. So the chat is doing fantastic work. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. We're going to be heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada to welcome in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at pick.com as we begin coverage here from the NBA. Of course, we got those two Western Conference play-in games going on right now. A lot of folks discussing certain strategies involved in this. We'll see how it rolls tonight. Let's bring in Tony Brown, ready to roll. Tony, what's happening?
Tony T, how's it going out there?
It's going great. All right, here we go. This is the 7 versus 8 play-in round. Winner is the 6 seed. Loser will play for the 8 seed on Friday against the winner of the 9-10. So Lakers and Pelicans going head-to-head on TNT. Pelicans now the 1-point favorite. We've seen that line flip from overnight. The total 225.
Yeah, I think the line flipped because of all the conspiracy theorists. Everybody thinks the Lakers are going to tank this game because a win ensures us the first-round matchup with Denver, and we all know how that went last year in the Western Conference Finals. We all know how all 4 games went this series. I mean, Denver just seems to have our number, but however, the person LeBron James is, Anthony Davis, our coach, there's no way they went into that locker room and was like, let's give this one up. Let's tank this one. Let's not give it our all. Like, that's just not the mentality. That's not what they're built for. And plus, trying to tank the game, that doesn't even ensure us a playoff entrance. If we lose this game, we play the winner of SAC and Golden State, and Golden State's the hottest team going into the playoffs. Sabonis always takes care of AD, so there's nothing guaranteed. We're going to come out here and leave it all on the floor. We're going to get this win, and then we're going to take it to Denver. We're going to, we got to figure it out. But do I see us giving up anything tonight? We just beat the Pelicans by 20-plus a couple nights ago. I know a lot of people believe in revenge spots, but that's not really a thing when I handicap my games. I think that these players want to beat each other every time. I don't think the Pelicans are more motivated to beat the Lakers now because they lost by 20. Like, they wanted to beat them then. They just couldn't. So, same team, same venue, couple days of rest. That's all it was. I think we come out here, take care of the Pelicans, and get ready to go to the playoffs.
There you go. Here, Tony Brown here on the Lakers money line, minus 105, minus plus 102. Do your line chopping. Get the best numbers. As we talked about before the show, I thought the team that made tank would be the Pelicans, right? Because you don't travel, you're at home, and then you got to wait for that 9-10 winner to fly to you. That might be a strategy there Pelicans may look at. Of course, Ingram hasn't been the most healthiest player out there, right? He's still battling some things, so you could actually see him get pulled if the game gets a little out of hand or if there's a sizable lead. So the Lakers, if they win this game, will open. The winner of this game will open the playoffs in Denver on Saturday. The loser will have to play for the 8th seed on Friday, and then turn around and travel to Oklahoma City for Sunday. So a little bit more rest if you win this game, right? Because you play the Saturday, and then of course you only have 1 day of rest if you play the Friday game. There is no games on Thursday. That is an off day for some reason. Travel. They want all these teams to obviously they want the play-in for the AC to both be on Friday, so that's why we have no game on Thursday. So that's a little wrinkle there in the schedule. So the Lakers, the traveling team, see, that's the situation here, right? You're traveling, and then if you lose this game, you travel home, play, and then you travel out and play again. So I could just see a situation, if anyone's tanking, it's probably the Pelicans side.
Right. If anyone, like I said, no one. The way these guys are playing nowadays, these big $100 million contracts and all that, like no one's gonna just actually tell their coach, even if the coach suggested it. Like I think the guys will be like, we ain't afraid of Denver, we ain't afraid of this. Like you know what I mean? They just want to win, And it's just like it's hard to win. It's hard to lose like that without like it being noticeable. Maybe if they rest guys, sit guys, something like that, then we all know what's going on. But if Zion's on the floor, he's not going to start putting up bricks. He's not going to miss the dunks. So I'm not sure if anyone's going to tank, but you're right. If someone have more incentive to tank, I think it would be the Pelicans. They're a younger team. They need more rest. Of course, they don't want to go on the road against the defending champs, and this is only one of their first playoff series. They'd like their chances at a young Sacramento team and a young OKC, even though I think we're downplaying OKC a lot. Like everyone keeps saying they wish to play the number 1 team in the West. Like that's be careful what you wish for. But I think it's just with youth versus experience. Even though OKC had the best record this year, this is going to be Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's first playoff series. So I think you want a guy like that, then you want the defending Western Conference champs and the defending NBA champs. But with it all being said and done, you can't duck your way into the finals. You got to play who's in front of you. And if it's Denver that's going to be in front of us next, it's Denver that's in front of us next. And I don't even think we're looking that far ahead. I think we got a very good matchup against a Pelican team that's scrappy. And we're just trying to get this done tonight.
Yeah, and it really comes down to the fact that from a Laker perspective, I think they're better off playing Denver right away, because if you wait till the Western Conference Finals, you've gone through 2 playoff series, and let's say they go 6, let's say go 1, go 7, you could be, and plus you count the 2 playing games if you're forced in that role, you're looking at about 15, anywhere from 14 to 15 postseason games before you start a best of 7 against Denver. So I think I'd rather
Right.
be in that.
No, you're absolutely right. Like what I'm saying, like I know I've said it on the show several times before. That's the only team I'm afraid of. But if we have to play them, this would be the time to play them. We're going to be at our freshest, and they're going to be. I mean, there's a thin line between confidence and cockiness. You know what I mean? They beat us 9 straight times. They may, they may be a little like, oh, great, we got the Lakers. You know what I mean? They may kind of be looking past us a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup plays. Plus, the main thing, I think in 8 of those games, we have fourth quarter leads. I'm not like exactly sure on the stat, but I know for sure in last year's Western Conference Final, we led in the fourth all 4 games. So it's not like we just can't beat them. We just can't fin times. You know what I mean? But we got LeBron James, so he knows how to win more than anybody on the floor. He has more championships more than anybody on the floor. So you can't never count us out. And I'm looking forward. Again, I don't want to look ahead of the Pelicans, but I maybe am a little bit, and I can't wait to that Denver series.
Yeah, you're always concerned about Murray's knee. Remember, Murray missed a lot of games down the stretch with that knee, and he has a history of knee problems, so we'll keep an eye there. Lakers money line here against the Pelicans tonight, 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. A couple on the board here from the NBA play-in round. We got action on the ice. 8, probably one of our last large cards from the NHL. 8 games on the board. We still have about a dozen games to go here in Major League Baseball, with games beginning shortly. Great results in baseball for Tony Brown. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we got a big card tonight. I got 2 games in the NHL that I love, the 10-star picks. I got 2 games in the NBA, of course, both of the playing games. And then I have 4 games in the MLB. Huge card in the MLB today. I'm loving baseball, so you can get those plays individually, or you can bundle them up and break your bookie a lot.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results here you see from baseball, as well as all last 7 days, 558 units of profit. Tony Brown's been on a tear. Get on board with the long-term pass. You see there, 30 All Sports Pass. Tony Brown has also a 1-year VIP. You guys, you know how to get on board. Pick promo code, save that 15% off. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again on the show on Thursday.
Right. I always appreciate being here. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
See you on Thursday. Probably talk about the Lakers-Denver series odds on that day. All right, Tony, have a good night. I hope to. Tony Brown here on the drive through that instead of a 9th seed game. You'd like to see that. All right, let's continue here on the no, that's not going to happen. So Tony Brown. All right, let's continue here on the drive through, guys. Time for our chat pick of the day update. And we're asking the chat room who's on a fire right now. 6-0 past 6 games. Tony, the chat room has been on fire. We're going to come back to the Yankees Blue Jays not covering the show today. Yankees plus 105 is A. Blue Jays minus 115 B. Over 8.5 C, under 8.5 is D. Right now we got 5 on the Yankees, 2 on the Blue Jays, 3 on the over, 1 on the under. Get those picks coming in, and somebody came in with the Jays here, so we're getting some more. We're getting another D and another under coming in. All right, guys, keep those chat picks coming. The chat is red hot, 6-0 with the chat, and looking to make it 7-0. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. More NBA coverage. Shane Mickle, catch him over at Pick Dogs. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going today, Tony?
It's going great. Looking forward to these NBA play-in games because we got some interesting matchups here. Warriors and Kings, they're battling up in NorCal. We see the Warriors favorite 3 on the road, total 223.
Yeah, I think when I sent this play-in today, I sent it in at Kings +1 or -1, I remember, but this line is obviously moved. But I really like the Kings in this game. I know the Warriors have been hot, and I know who the Warriors have. You never really want to face Steph Curry come playoff times, but this home court advantage is a real thing for the Kings, especially in the playoffs. We saw how it was last year. That crowd is rowdy. And also the Kings have won their last 2 games against the Warriors. Their offense has been a little inconsistent as of late, but in their last game they finally got back on the right track against Portland, putting up 121 points. I think their offense is good against the Warriors again here. And now that you're giving me 3 points with this team at home, I can't pass this up. I got to take the Kings.
All right, Shane, I think send in with the money line on the King. Not much here, plus
Oh
130.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kings money line. Yeah. No, me. I like that even better.
You like the
That's
plus.
personally what I bet at Kings money line.
Yeah, Kings money line here, plus 130 here against the Warriors. It's Shane's pick on this one. Yeah, that's an interesting match. Of course, Malik Monk has been out for a while. He provides a little bit of the offense. Of course, the Warriors look pretty good. Of course, that loss. See, the Warriors are in this spot because they had that horrible loss to a non-contending team, which is still one of the more shocking losses here of some of these teams. And we know the Denver loss to the Spurs, I think it was one that really got everyone's attention. But I think one that really smacked the Warriors was that loss they had to New Orleans there. People thought that'd be a win for them and at home, and that was a big disappointment there.
Yeah, I mean, the Warriors have become a little more consistent, later as the season's gone on, but this team still clearly has some issues. You still have Steph Curry. Klay Thompson played well in his last game, but he's been inconsistent all the season. Draymond Green, still you never know what Draymond Green's gonna show up, but there's just with the Kings getting this much value as underdogs at home at a place they haven't found as much success here this year, but last year especially the home court advantage. They're going to be pumped up. I don't know if you guys saw the play-in game prices when they came out. I think it was Sunday, but some of these games you get in for $30-$40. I think the Kings were like $350 or something. Those fans are going to be pumped up. I love the home court advantage here.
Well, Sacramento's 45 minutes from San Francisco. Maybe those Warrior fans are buying up those tickets.
Yeah, it could be, but it seems, especially when they played this season, those Warrior fans are always, of course, going to trickle in. But there's still been that home court advantage with the Kings. It's not like Clippers games where Lakers fans buy up the tickets, that type of thing.
Yeah. All right, Shane here on the Kings here. Money line plus 130, plus 134. Do your line shopping against the Warriors, 10 Eastern time tonight. TNT. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. About a dozen baseball games on the board still here at the primetime hour. Also, a couple from the NBA, as we talked about. 8 on the ice as well. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, the individual play for each game, both NBA games, or you can get my 2 best NBA plays and my top MLB play for $39.99. Those individual plays are $29.99. Or hop on something long term. NBA playoffs are right around the corner. Well, I guess they're here. If you consider this the playoffs, I can't remember exactly what they consider making the playoffs. I think you technically have to get to into the next round. But either way, plenty of premium plays over the next couple of weeks. So hop on that 3 or 7 day pass, and we'll make some money together.
That's right, guys. Get aboard with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. Use promo code PICK at checkout. You save 15% off. Long-term pass is the way to go. That 1 month pass will get you the NBA playoffs and NHL playoff action up until May 15th. So we'll get a lot of coverage there. Baseball as well. Remember the promo code PICK, save that 15% off, right? Shane, as always, great having your show. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you in a couple of days. But let everybody know we can catch your work written form over on the sites.
Yeah, Pick Dog Sports Chat Place. I've been covering more fantasy over on Sports Chat Place. And then, of course, NHL. I've been doing NBA article every day on Sports Chat Place and MLB all summer long. And WNBA, Caitlin Clark there's a lot of buzz about WNBA this year with Caitlin Clark, and recent and the rest of the crew and rest of the girls coming in. So it should be an exciting season for the WNBA. I covered that on Pick Dogs. Also, make sure to check that out this summer.
Yep, check it out, guys. I've talked to Mitch. WNBAPicks will be available, and I know because Mitch and I used to say, we use the same grading system. It will be graded too. So WNBA will be part of the premium picks here at Pick Dogs, guys. So make sure you get that content. They're about 30 days away from getting I think the preseason is about 30 days away, if I'm not mistaken, because there's a preseason, then we get right into the season. So. They don't give them much those draft picks much chance to enjoy the end of their college career. They just shove them right into the draft the following week and preseason a couple weeks from here. Ladies first, so that's how it works. They're first on the court. There you go, all right, Shane. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Shane Mickle here on the Drive. We'll continue here on the show, guys. Let's keep an eye on that chat pick a day 6-0 run for this chat pick of the day. Start with a perfect 5-0 last week, the winner yesterday in this game, and then we're coming back here with the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Last night was the Blue Jays. Now, so far, it's you guys are doing the zigzag on us here. You're liking the Yankees tonight. So far, we got 9 on the Yankees, 4 on the Blue Jays, 3 on the over, 2 on the under. Make your pick. A for the Yankees, B for the Blue Jays, C going over, D going under. Get those picks in, and we'll calculate them and give you the results at the end of the show. A 6-0 run right now from the chat. Mr. Jay Briggs had made his opinion warranted right now, just putting in his pick so you guys can check it out. Let's continue here on the drive. Back to baseball coverage here from Jay. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. So we'll bring Jay in right now, just calculating some more of the, well, there's a lot more picks coming in right now as we speak. I just want to make sure I catch up to them. All right, here we go. Let's bring in Jay Briggs. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him in the morning show. NBA's Jam Session. Now that we're in the postseason, you want to check it out. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man?
It's going great. All right, here we go. We're going out to the Diamond tonight for action between the Reds and the Mariners. Seattle favored $1.33. Look at the total is now at 7.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think this is one of the more exciting series going on. Last night, was one-sided with the Mariners kind of handling business. The thing about the Mariners is I feel like they're a streaky team. Hey, everybody knows if you're in the AL West, I'm a hater. I like to fade you more often than not. But doing so, you learn the tendencies of the teams that are really in the divisions of your favorite team. With that being said, the Mariners, I've realized what's up with this team. They're not as good as advertised. All right, let's start there. They always are slated to be better than what they're usually going to end up are. The thing is, they have really bad stretches in the season. The thing is, they also have really good stretches where they get hot. After seeing what I saw in that game yesterday, I think their bats show up to play here. The one thing about the Mariners, we know their pitching is really good. Their starting rotation might be, 1, 2, 3 in Major League Baseball. But their hitting disappears at times. If they're hitting the baseball like they were yesterday, I think Logan Gilbert has a solid outing today. I think the Reds, another really streaky team, are in some trouble here on the road. I'm going to take the Seattle Mariners at the short price at home. I wouldn't even be mad at you guys for laying the run line and attacking you some plus money. I think this is another fairly comfortable win for the Seattle Mariners at home at the crib.
All right, Jay, going here with the Mariners here, minus 125 here against the Reds. It always seems like it's tough for these teams from these hitters' parks to make this adjustment when they go to Seattle. It's always, those fly balls don't carry very well. They just get stuck in that air there, that moist air where you're right by the beach out there in Seattle. So it's you kind of get that situation. Of course, you have no respect for the AL West because the Rangers have been pounded on the AL West for a while. Houston used to do that as well.
Yeah. The Mariners, they're a good team. I just think sometimes people get ahead of themselves. Like, they are what they are. They're a team that missed the postseason last year. That's who the Mariners are until they show us reason to believe they're not. And that's all I'm saying. That's my argument with the Mariners. There are spots where you can bet them. Again, I really like their starting pitching rotation. I think Logan Gilbert has a solid outing tonight. And if their bats show up to play, which is usually the million-dollar question, they should be fine here in this spot.
Yeah, facing the Reds. Hunter Green, who has been someone who, he really, the people that love the fastball, the velocity, great, but man, he just seems to have issues giving up runs, give long ball. Maybe it's the ballpark that gets in his head, but Hunter Green is somebody who may just need a change of scenery.
That may be the case. We've seen that be the case for a couple of guys. Baseball is kind of weird like that, but I don't dislike Hunter Green. Like you said, we know he has some good stuff at times, but if they seeing it well, man, it might be a long day in the ballpark for him.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, Jay here on the Mariners here laying the $1.25 against the Reds tonight, 9:40 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Cream for tonight's action. Of course, we got those 2 playing games here from the NBA. Also, action on the ice. We also have action here from Major League Baseball. About a dozen games set to go here. Jay enjoying a monster NBA season, 3,355 units of profit. Also showing great profit for the year, over 1,900 units of profit, all sports combined. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a money making Tuesday. I have my NBA play of the day for sale. My NBA postseason play of the day, man, as we are now in the play-in tournament. Not quite playoffs, but it's play-in tournament, postseason basketball, man. I'm super excited. Remember, postseason basketball and regular season basketball are two totally different things. I advise you guys to tune in tonight. Should be really good atmospheres. My favorite play is for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium, and also have my Major League Baseball play of the day for sale. $19. You can scoop that one up. I really, really, really like that Major League Baseball play tonight, man. You guys can hop on that. Hop on something long term. Get everything that I'm offering. For as long as the package you scoop up, and let's continue to kick the crap out of the books.
That's right, guys. You got Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results from Jay, 3,355 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 50% off. Remember, the long-term pass is the way to go. 3-7 or 30 all sports pass to get those premium plays for that time period select. When you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase, use that promo code, and get signed up. All right, Jay, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again here on the show on Thursday. Of course, lots going on. We catch you in the mornings as well as your NBA rundown.
Yes, sir. You guys can watch the NBA Jam session every single day as we're going to cook up the NBA postseason, man, just like we did the regular season. I'm excited, man. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I love elite hoops, and that's what we get in the postseason. Regular season, the roster manipulation be going on. Teams take nights off. Players take possessions off. It happens. These games right here, especially that Warriors-Kings tonight, lose or go home, it's basically an automatic Game 7.
Yep.
I love it.
That's right. He loves it. He doesn't tell you who he loves, but he loves it. There you go from Jay Briggs. All right, Jay. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you again Thursday.
See you on Thursday, my man, Tony T.
All right, Jay Briggs here on the drive. We will continue on here. I'll flash my pickup here, guys. I know you're going to strike me and get mad, but sorry, I just missed it by a few minutes. But if you can play it in live, that's the way we're going. Giants Marlins over total of 8.5. I knew I had a 640 game, but again, I got carried away with the show. All right, there you go. Let's continue here on the drive-through. We're going to bring Wayne in just a second before we get the chat pick, right? We got to figure out what's going on with the chat pick of the day. Yankees and Blue Jays. Remember, the chat is 6-0 run right now in the chat. And right now, it's 10 on the Yankees, 6 on the Blue Jays, 4 going over, 2 going under. Keep these picks coming in, and we will recap at the end of the show. But right now, the Yankees are ahead here, plus 105. Our chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Time for Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Wayne in right now. I think we'll be set to go in just a second here. Let's bring him in here. And of course, Wayne, we were talking to Wayne earlier about boxing, NBA. Let's bring him in right now. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family? Hope y'all doing good out there today.
All right, so Wayne, everything's going great here. We're going to get the right graphic up here for you right now because we're so used to you covering NBA that I didn't change it over to NBA for you. MLB for you, very rare. I said, we got an NBA now. We're going to get an MLB here today from. That's right, because there's slim pickings today in NBA, only 2 games, of course. And we're going to get the game up here for you right now. Guardians continue that trip in Boston here. The Red Sox here, $1.14. We see a total coming at 8.
I just don't get the books, man. I mean, I understand it because we have one of the hottest teams in baseball keep getting treated with the underdog price against one of the most overhyped teams in baseball with Boston. Know they have a heavy fan base, a lot of backers. But this just is not that same Boston team. Slightly over 500, so I'm not going to bash them. And it's definitely early in the year. We have a Cleveland team that's 11-5, 7-3 in their last 10. They've been playing well all the way into last season, carrying over to this season. 6-4 against Boston, winning their last 3. They won yesterday as a plus 142 underdog, and they're still an underdog. This is a road warrior team. They are first in MLB on the road at 8-2, covering at an 80% clip. Meanwhile, Boston struggling at home, 2-5 at home. That's only a 28% clip. And 1-3, 25% as a home favorite. So Boston's just struggling. I do understand definitely for the people who love betting based off a pitcher. I cannot say many bad things about Garrett Woodlaw. He's been lights out on fire. But even with that being said, he's 1-2 on the season. That's because the bats are not backing him when he's on the plate. So as good as you can pitch, you can have the pitching advantage. If you're not hitting in runs, that's the name of the game. That's how you win baseball games. You have to hit in more runs than the other team. Cleveland is more consistent at hitting righties. And my guy, Tanner Baby, is Bibby, but I'm going to call him Tanner Baby. I like backing him. Not only is he a solid pitcher, but besides him being a solid pitcher, even when he has a game like he had last game against the White Sox, giving up 6 hits and 5 runs, his team loves to back him. And I love betting with pitchers where their team loves to back him. He is 4-1 on the plate and 3-0 on the season. He's a very solid pitcher, very solid option. So while Boston may have the slight pitching advantage, I like Cleveland's bullpen. I think BB is almost just as good despite last outing. And the bats here, man. Cleveland's just been hitting in runs very consistently here. 5-0 as a road dog. Have not lost yet. I'm going to keep riding that and take Cleveland here.
All right, we got Wayne here on Cleveland Guardians here at plus 107, plus 106 here against the struggling Red Sox team, a Red Sox team that has really struggled with their bullpen here at home, ERA over 6, and Cleveland is getting elite work out of their pen. Of course, you said the only one of the few positive is the starter here for Boston, but the starters don't go 9 innings anymore, so you're going to get a lot of bullpen. And be careful with Boston as a favorite. Boston, you track them at home against right-handers as a favorite. 25-37, losing almost 20 units here this season, last season, facing righties at home.
Yeah, man. You taking them as a favorite, just taking them at all right now until you see a small turnaround is pretty dangerous. But even worse, taking them as a favorite, laying juice, you can catch yourself getting behind really fast. It's just not the way to make money in baseball. There's tons of value with baseball having so many games every day. Gotta pick your spot, man. There's no reason to be out here laying minus 150, minus 170 just because a pitcher has a good ERA, man. There's more to it than that. And Cleveland, I'm riding with the hotter team, the team with the history of beating Boston, the team that's been the best road team on the road, and a team that, like I mentioned, pitcher number wise hasn't been a great start for Bibby. But if you been backing him for a while, you know this guy has good stuff, and he's going to put you in the game. He's going to keep you in the game. He's not going to go in there and get lit up on most occasions. So I just loved Cleveland in this spot.
All right, Wayne here on Cleveland here at the plus price against the Red Sox tonight, top of the hour. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, so we do have a baseball on the board. We're getting some starts here, but we have about 11 in prime time. Also, 2 NBA playing games, action on the ice with an 8-game card. Wayne having a great baseball year. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. Solid card today. One NBA. It is in that 3-pack that I have left. I had a 3-pack all baseball. Got 5 baseball plays. That play has started. My play of the day has started, but I still have a 3-pack left with 2 MLB plays and my NBA play in there. Also have 1 NHL play for my long-term folks today. So loaded card for me tonight. Absolutely love this card. If you wanted to get all those plays, your 3-day, 7-day, 30-day would be your best bet, as you would get those plays for less than $10 a day if you got the 3-day package. On a day like this where I got 7 plays out, you're getting your bang for your buck. But even if not so, best bet's been rolling, like Tony said, in baseball, and my 3-pack tonight. I love it. Want to go 3-0, expecting definitely a profit on that 3-pack, so you can hop on the site and hop aboard with your boy and let's cash for the night.
Cash for night, indeed, with Wayne Scott. You see the good results from baseball. Get on board with those long-term passes, 3-7-30 All Sports Pass, promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. All right, Wayne, as always, great having the show. See the success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'll let you guys tomorrow. Big fight coming up this weekend. A little pushing and shoving and scuffling. These guys losing that weight to get down to that weight. A lot of past history with this Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney coming up. As Mitch stated, good undercard. He gave a good lead out on a play this weekend. I'm gonna do a little research and probably give that back out for to you guys with the Devin Haney fight, if as long as I'm in agreement with it. And yeah, stay tuned for them boxing picks.
Boxing picks, guys. Like, subscribe, set notifications so when Wayne drops those boxing videos, you get them right away. All right, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony T, as always, appreciate you for having me, my guy, and good luck with all your picks today, Picked Off family.
You as well. Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Update chat pick of the day. Yankees, Blue Jays. We have 10 on the Yankees, 6 on the Blue Jays, 4 going over, 2 going under. A few minutes remaining here to get the chat pick of the day in there. Chat pick has been red hot. 6-0 with the chat pick. A for the Yankees, B for the Blue Jays, C for over, D for under. Get those picks in. Chat pick of the day. If you've already put in the chat pick of the day, it's a good time now to work on your show pick and get that in there. And we'll announce that at the end of the show. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Up next, Rod Zawacky has been good to us here on the drive-thru. Catch him over at Pick Dogs. Always hard at work with that NHL video series going A to Z from the NHL. So we'll bring him in right now, get him ready to roll here with coverage on the ice here. Important games still to be decided on the East. Out in the East, bring him in. Rod, what's happening?
No, not too much, Tony. Just like I said, got a few games tomorrow. A little tougher to shoot because who knows what's going on tonight's action. Definitely could make a big difference in tomorrow's games as well. So, a few games going tonight that definitely mean a whole lot for some teams. Basically, one spot, 4 teams fighting for that one spot.
Yeah, some
couple teams with their it's like a horse race. Couple teams with their nose out front.
It's a head bob. It's going to be a head. It's going to be a head. It's going to be a head bob finish. Is what it's going to be.
That's what it's looking like. It's looking like it's definitely going to come down to one of those head bobs. Whoever gets the head bob right there at the end is going to get it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, still action out west here is Jets taking on Kraken. The Jets here 227 total 5.5.
Yeah, you look at this one here. We've seen this Jets team. They're arguably one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now, just rolling right along, winning hockey games, and taking on this Kraken team. That how much are they motivated? Jets have won 7 straight. Their last 2 games, they whooped Dallas 3-0, whooped Colorado 7-0. So the last 2 games, 2 shutouts. And Seattle, well, they've lost 3 straight. In those 3 games, they've scored 1 goal, 1 goal, and 1 goal. So all of a sudden, coming into Winnipeg, they're going to have the big motivation in this last game of the year for them. I doubt it. This is going to be the Winnipeg Jets want to lock down that second place in the Central with a win. That's what they do. My buddy who works over at the Winnipeg Sports Talk Radio told us that the Jets all in this game tonight. Everybody's dressed. Everybody's playing. They're going to give it all a number 1 effort. We're taking the Jets in the puck line here as Hellebuck gets the start. That's their top goalie, and nobody is sitting for the Jets in this one. I think the Jets in the puck line to easily handle the Kraken. It's going to get ugly.
All right, Rod here on Jets. We'll talk more about this game in just a minute. Hitting the witching hour, Rod, so everybody know what's going over at Pick Dogs. Rod has been on fire the last 30 days. 651 units of profit. All document over at Pick Dogs. All right, we got action on the ice tonight. 8-game card. NBA playing. We still have about a handful of games here, about a dozen or so here in the prime time hour. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, I've got 4 plays. First play, my 10-star pick of the day. It's been on fire. 19-6 the last 25 days on it. You can pick it up singly, or I've got a 3-pack of Bookie Busters, which includes another play on the ice, 1 play in the NBA, 1 play in the MLB. As you can see, all 3 of those sports that are going right now have shown a profit over the last 30 days. So definitely jump aboard something long-term. Grab that 30-day pass. Use that promo code PICK and check out. Let's continue to crush the books over the month. Long-term success has been good here this season, so definitely jump aboard, because we know that NHL playoffs are right around the board. The NBA playoffs are right around the board. And those are 2 sports that definitely been hot over the last month heading into these playoffs. So now it's time to go long-term, and let's continue to crush the books.
Long-term, the way to go. Crush the books. Get on with Rod Zawacky. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. All right, back to this game at hand. Rod, the Jets in the postseason, do they give any fear to some of these teams? This is one of those teams that gets a lot of pub here during the regular season, but what do you think about them in the postseason?
Look who they're playing in the postseason. If they play Colorado, I believe they beat Colorado all 4 meetings this season. Swept them, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check, but I'm quite sure that the Jets have easily handled Colorado. Just recently, they whooped them up. Was it 7-0 I said just recently, 7-0 last time they played Colorado. Colorado definitely had some effort. They wanted to play that game because they were still battling for home ice advantage in this first round. So head-to-head against Colorado, it's been dominance by the Jets. So the Jets don't really fear a whole lot of teams. And you look, think two teams could be upset real early. One being the Colorado Avalanche. Jets, I think, can easily upset them, as I said. Dominance by this Jets team, who will have home ice advantage where they play their best hockey. So, do I like the Jets' chances? Yes, I love the Jets' chances to get into that first round. And then the other one, you heard me ranting about Vegas. Yeah. And there's nobody coming behind me, so I don't have to hear him worry about somebody coming behind me. I still think Vegas is frauds, and everybody can feel the wrath of all of a sudden. Look who's back skating! Yay! Mark Stone's back skating. Of course, he's gonna be all ready to go. And all those guys are ready to go, catching a loophole. Let's see a Canadian team try to catch that loophole. See how quickly Gary Bettman shuts off that loophole. But so for me, Jets win their first round, and then also Vegas upset first round. We get a new Stanley Cup champ this year.
Upset first round. Oh, they are barely clinging here now. If the Kings beat the Blackhawks tomorrow, they will get the 3 seed. That's the way it looks like. They got the Blackhawks. Some people think it's an easy game. I say nothing's easy with the Kings, but if there was an easy opponent you want to face, it would be a team like the Blackhawks in their last game of the year, and this one in LA. Actually, it may not be the Oilers, right? Because the Pacific Division Championship is still up for grabs because at Canucks a 3-point lead with two games to play.
With 2 games to play, right? So if Calgary comes in tonight and beats Vancouver, then that opens a whole new can of whoop going, because then the Oilers have 2 games left. Canucks only have 1, and Canucks will have to play these Jets. So with Jets, they would no effect to them if they beat the Canucks and the Oilers move up. No effect to them. But I know the Jets in that game are not going to put a whole lot of effort. So Canucks have 2 chances to get the Pacific. I really think they do lock up the Pacific. And for me, Vegas is if Vegas gets that, they can catch the Kings. And of course, Vegas wants to play the Oilers. Of course, they do.
Yeah.
they would nothing more than better than to pass the Kings.
Oh, that's right. Vegas has 2 games left, right? So they can get 100 points. The Kings can get 99. Right. So it's Vegas now has. That's because the Kings choked. Vegas controls their destiny. That's right. That's right.
They lost to Minnesota the other night, and they when they could have easily locked that up. Yep. Figured they would put the pedal down, but no. Now they're gonna wait for the Blackhawks. But Vegas has 2 games, and they could catch them.
They can catch them because I think the Kings win tomorrow. So pretty much Vegas has to win out. I don't know what the tiebreaker is with the Kings and the Golden Knights if they finish both.
It goes by regulation wins. So whoever has more regulation wins.
That would be it would be close. It may be tied because Kings win tomorrow. It's 44. Vegas wins. Maybe Vegas there. So Vegas would. So kind of Vegas can get in there with 9. If they've tied 99. It looks to me that it would definitely be Vegas getting it because Vegas would need a win to get to 99 points. So that would give them 45 regulation. Yep. Kings, the max they can get is 44. So, again.
So, Vegas holds the tiebreak.
Vegas
wins out, they get that 3rd place spot.
Yep. So the Kings that they want to do, they found a way to avoid Edmonton in the first round. So it looks like the Kings will get Dallas. Looks like the way it looks now, Kings will be a wild card. They will probably be. We'll see what Nashville does because Nashville's done, believe it or not. Nashville's done, 82 games in.
They're sitting there waiting.
And the Kings
chilling.
Yep. Waiting. Nashville has 47 regulation wins, Kings 43. So again, Kings would be the last team in. That means they can look at Dallas in the first round.
They look at Dallas in the first round.
Possibly. I don't think Dallas looks.
Nobody wants to face Dallas. Dallas is hot. Dallas is a solid team to be facing.
But we don't have to see the Kings.
I think Vegas is frauds. Yeah. Vegas is frauds. I think the Oilers would have no problem. We just whooped up on Vegas not too long ago, so I think the Oilers would step up and have no problem taking on Vegas in round 1. I think the Oilers are already and ready to go to take on whoever they have to take on.
Yeah, that's that way. And of course, as we said, the Kings choked the game. I don't think they wanted the Oilers anyway. I talked about them trying to. They seem to lose to them every year. So that's how it rolls.
Right. They gave us scare that one year, pushed them to 7, but ever since then, it hasn't even been close. I think they went 6 the other year.
The importance here with this Jets game is the fact that the 2-3 is going to be, looks like it's going to be Jets and Colorado in the 2-3 game. And right now, Winnipeg with 2 games in hand has a 1-game lead on Colorado. Of course, who gets home ice advantage? This goes a long way here. As a matter of fact, if the Jets win, they clinch home ice advantage because they'll be 3 points ahead of Colorado with 1 to play for both teams.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said the Jets will clinch home ice with. So everybody's playing here for the Jets. Hellebuck's getting the start. Everybody's going in. The guy that my buddy that works for Winnipeg Sports Talk Radio there, he knows. He's
who needs a plan?
He's got the heartbeat of the team. That's what he does daily, right? So it's that's what you can follow these days. There's no, it's all out in the open. You can follow these gentlemen who a lot of them have their own podcasts in the NHL. So they're all around the league. Different because it's a retired player sometimes doing a podcast. Sometimes it's just a number one fan who just gets gung ho and goes all in and doing podcasts. And then with the with radio not being as popular as what it used to be, you have these radio celebrities now who have started taking up doing podcasts. So the guys you used to listen to on the radio that would tell you about sports teams and they follow the team around game to game to game. They used to be on the radio. Their podcasts all.
So. The Sacramento radio announcer got fired, and the radio team, and he's just been hammering the team ever since on this podcast. So there's a lot going on. He's hammering them out. All right, Rod. We let everybody know about you. Of course, we're hitting the postseason. It's very important now about your video series A to Z NHL.
Yeah, definitely turn on that note bell. That way you get notified when all those hockey videos drop. And as we're heading to the playoffs. 2 more days of hockey to go, and then we're right into the postseason come Saturday. So jumping hot and heavy into it. I'm excited. It's going to be a good postseason of NHL hockey. So you definitely want to follow those videos and get the best of the number with you.
That's right, guys. Get them, like, subscribe, send notifications so when Rod drops those videos A to Z, you get them right away. Did we cover the bonus?
Bonus play. We're going to go with this game right here. Is it's Jets, big game for the Jets. We're going to take Gabriel Velarde to get an anytime goal. Nice plus 190 on that one. Love Gabe Velarde tonight to get an anytime goal.
There you go, from Rod Zawacky.
Hey, pick up from the Kings, I believe that's where Gabe Velarde came from. I think he used to play for LA, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go, from Rod Zawacky.
Moved around a little bit, but
guys like
Gabriel Velarde.
Guys like that move around a lot. All right, Rod, have a great night, and we'll catch up with you again here on Wednesday.
You have a good one, Tony. Catch yourself tomorrow. Hump day. Let's get it today. Crush it.
Crush the bookie. Rod Zawacky here on the drive. Let's continue here on the drive through, guys. Let's recap this chat pick as we calculate the numbers, and we can now say we'll close the chat pick of the day. We have 13 on the Yankees, 6 on the Blue Jays, 4 going over, 2 going under. Our chat pick of the day tonight, the New York Yankees here, plus 105 is your chat pick of the day. The chat pick of the day, 6-0, looking for a 7-0. So let's bring them home here with the New York Yankees here. Chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we will now transition over here to the recap. You got my pick earlier, so let's transition over to the recap. We recap the plays from today's game. Now, you guys, it's time to get your show picks into the chat, and we'll read them off in just a minute. All right, let's recap for you here. We had Alex on Hurricanes Blue Jackets over 6. Damian White Sox Royals under 9. Tony Brown Lakers money line here against the Pelicans. Shane on the Kings money line against the Warriors. Jay on Mariners laid $1.25 against the Reds. Wayne on Guardians here plus 107 Red Sox. Rod Jets puck line laid the goal and a half plus 120 against the Kraken. I'll be on Giants Marlins, over which we talked about earlier, over 8.5. The pick I like the most. There's a couple that I do like here. But we'll go with Guardians here with Wayne's Guardians pick there against the Red Sox. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Now it's time to get your show pick into the chat, and we'll announce it at the end. That's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bring our cappers from Big Dog Sports and Sports Chat plays. We'll get out our plays here in real time. Be sure to always get started with the morning show live here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We got Jay, we got Mitch, of course, we got Chris. We got the video series, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, Bain Tool shows, roundtable discussions with professionals, also Jay's jam session, the entire board from the NBA, around the league from the NHL with Chris Ruffalo. Remember, Rod, A to Z NHL coverage up there, so check those out if you would. Also contributing here with video series, we got Wayne with his boxing series as well. And of course, guys, check us out here. And of course, like, subscribe, set notifications. Of course, Ron Romanelli with his Major League Baseball breakdown and more. Nerfies, Yerfies here from Brad Francis. Parlay, we've got some parlay shorts here from Jovan. And of course, Mills with his UFC rundown and his prop shop. That's going to do it. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the show picks for today. Ricky Patel, Washington Capitals money line is show pick. Mike Morgan, he liked Vegas here on the puck line. Vancouver money line. Jets puck line. Panthers money line. Ramon here with the Guardians as well. Also, we've got, let's see, any more other picks coming in from the crew. Doubles show pick here. Lakers +1. No doubt, not doubting LeBron in the playoffs from doubles in there. All right, what else we have here? Get your show picks in before we exit, guys. Last call. Blake here with Briggs money line. April likes Lakers coming in here. Let's see what else we've got here. Any more show picks coming in? Washington Capitals. Chris White Thunder. Washington Capitals +105. Chris White Thunder with his show pick coming in. Regular here on the show. Been good to us here. Of course, Rod Austin Matthews goal. Gabriel Velarde goal. Lucas Raymond goal from Rod Zawacky there in the chat as well. B. Turner RBI at +145 as well. So more show picks coming in, guys. Let's see if we get any more. Let's see. Okay, this will be your last call. Senior Football likes Pelicans first half money line from Senior Football coming in here with his pick today. All right, let's see before we let you go if there's any more show picks. Last call. I'll refresh it one more time, and then we'll let you roll for the evening. All right, we got them all in. That's going to do it, guys. I thank everyone for joining us. So let's go ahead and bring in our cappers from that. Anyway, goodbye, guys.